All right, on the phone with us, foreigner, guitarist, and founder Mick Jones. Good morning, Mick. How are you?
I'm good.
Great to have you with us. Of course, last year you celebrated 40 years of Foreigner, went out with a big tour, which we got the chance to see in Saratoga, the Performing Arts Center, last summer. Great tour. And, of course, you had Lou Gramm, your old bandmate, original singer, joining you for some dates, and some other original members showed up at some shows, including that Long Island show that you did down at Jones Beach. That was really something special, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. It really was. It was kind of the culmination of this journey that we've been on since I reformed the band in 2004. And you know, to see that place rocking and sold out, and the crowd really just sensational. It was really an emotional moment, and I'm going to try and bring that back to Jones Beach again next summer.
No, that's really cool. Well, I got to tell you, I've seen, a big fan of the band, seen you at least a dozen times over the years with the lineup with Lou Gramm and with Kelly Hansen. Kelly Hansen, in my opinion, is just a rock star. That guy is amazing. You couldn't pick a finer frontman to keep going with Foreigner than Kelly Hansen. What a great job you did on that. Yeah,
he sure did. He was, I must say, I've had a lot of luck with singers
you really have
over the years.
You certainly have.
And with Kelly, there's the extra added personality that he's a stage animal, and as he gets up there and does his thing, and he gets wilder all the time.
He really does. Not only him, but you and the entire band. Just always a great band behind you, Mick, and great to see you still doing it. I guess we could talk about the 2018 Jukebox Heroes Tour, the big summer tour that's just been announced. Can we mention that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we? Yeah, go ahead. Tell us about this lineup.
Well, it's for many people that came to the shows last year. We'd had a fantastic time with Jason Bonham, and he is again agreed to come out on tour with us this summer. And he'll be joined also by David Coverdale and Whitesnake.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it's going to make it pretty much of a slam kind of lineup of songs.
Yeah, great tour package. Foreigner with Whitesnake and Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening, the Jukebox Hero Tours, coming to SPAC on Saturday night, June 16th. Those tickets will go on sale this Friday, December 8th, 10 a.m. You get them through livenation.com, ticketmaster.com, or charged by phone 800-745-3000. Really looking forward to this tour.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite shows to do.
I got to ask you, Mick, what do you prefer to perform live, the softer ballady stuff or the more hard rockin' material from Foreigner? Or do you like them both just as much?
Well, yeah, try and work out a set list that feels good and natural, just follows creates the sort of a trail of somewhat of a story and memories for people, different things that happen on different days when they were listening. And all that is important because that's the most important thing for me, is seeing the audience interact.
Sure.
And you can tell by looking at them that some of the times they're kind of serious, sometimes they're in tears, sometimes they're laughing, sometimes, and you get an idea of what was going on a bit when they were listening to those songs.
It may sound a little cliche, but it's true. It's a soundtrack to many of our lives, Mick.
That's what they say.
It's so true.
I would have never guessed that when I put this band together originally.
It's so cool to see you going over 40 years now. A new CD and DVD I'm hearing about possibly in the works?
Yeah. All that good stuff is going to be happening around just before the release of, not the release, the beginning of the tour.
Excellent. And I also wanted to ask you real quick, what was it like working with Van Halen, producing 5150?
It was pretty wild.
Right? Sammy's great, right? Isn't Sammy great?
Oh, he's great. Well, I've known Sammy for a long, long time.
Sure.
So in a way, as far as sanity is concerned, I was very glad to have Sammy there.
Sure.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun too. I mean, they're great musicians, and Eddie is phenomenal. I think the album turned out very well.
Yeah, that was a big album from them, Van Halen's 5150 album. I definitely wanted to ask you what it was like working on that. And we're speaking with Mick Jones of Foreigner. The tour just announced, 2018 Jukebox Heroes Tour, Foreigner, Whitesnake, and Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. I want to ask you one more thing. We were a little disappointed to not see you be nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. Again, Foreigner getting snubbed. What's going on? Does it mean a lot to you to get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or does it not mean that much?
Well, let's say it's not something I wrestle with, or that's something that sort of affects my life. Mm-hmm. Of course, it would be nice, but sometimes you wonder if it's a political thing more than a musical or an achievement value. Because as far as achievements, we've certainly achieved a tremendous amount with the band, and we'll see. I guess someday. Who knows?
It's got to happen one day, Mick. I mean, come on. the body of work that you and that band have created over the years, it's almost ridiculous to think that you're not in there yet. So let's hope it happens one day. Well, Mick, thanks for joining us and letting all the listeners know about this big tour, the 2018 Jukebox Heroes Tour with Foreigner, Whitesnake, Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening coming to SPAC on June 16th. Glad to see Jason Bonham returning to do his Led Zeppelin thing with you guys.
Sure is. So we're looking forward to it.
Sounds awesome. All the best to you, Mick. Thanks for keeping the band going all these years. We love the music.
You got it, man.
You take care.
Thanks, friend.